Welcome everybody to the LG G Stylo 2 review. First of all, let's go ahead and jump to the design of this device. This device is very lightweight. It's designed very nice. As you can see from the sides there, there's no button placement whatsoever. You have this metallic trim that wraps around the device. Up on top you do have your mic, and you also have your stylus nestled up on top. As we move to the bottom, you get your headphone jack and your USB charging port as well. As you take a look at the back of the device, you got your camera, flash, volume up, down, power button, LG branding, and your speaker. Great thing about this device, it does have a removable back as well as a removable 3000 milliamp battery, which is very nice. It also comes with 16 gigabytes of ROM and expandable storage up to 128 gigabytes via micro SD card. Now let's jump to display. The display is very nice. Now this is not a small phone. This is what would be considered a phablet, a 5.7-inch display. As we move on, a feature that I really like a lot is the double tap to wake and double tap to sleep. As we pull down the notification bar here, we are welcome with these quick toggles up on top, which you got access to your flashlight, brightness, volume, file sharing, battery saver, and you can basically edit and customize these to your liking. So that's a nice feature which I really liked with the LG Stylo 2 here. And it works really well. As we move on, let me just mention what might be kind of disappointing to some people is there's no NFC on this device. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking of purchasing this. You do got Smart Share Beam, file sharing, but there is no NFC. As we move on, you do got LG Smart World, where you can customize this device to your liking with a different type of theme. You are able to edit the button colors, either white or black, and you're also able to edit the button combinations with different notifications, Capture Plus. So that's a real nice feature that I liked. You do got this other feature, which is reader mode, which it basically dims the display. So if you're reading in the dark at night and you don't want to disturb anybody, you can adjust that brightness. As we move on, you do got mini view. Now mini view is a great feature which I really like. You can swipe from right to left and you can actually shrink down the home screen there, and it works vice versa. You can swipe from left to right and it'll shrink down the display. So it gives you this one-handed operation, which is really neat. As we move on, you do have this shortcut feature for Capture Plus or for quick access to your camera just by clicking the back buttons. What's going to be is a quick cover view case. So I don't have that right now, but I should get it in the future. Now this does come with 16 gigabytes of storage, just to mention. And as we move on, battery life is very good. This is a 3000 milliamp battery, and I gotta say this battery has lasted me through the day, but it's going to be different for everybody depending on your usage, whether you're a heavy usage, super user, or it's just for light texting and phone calls. But battery life is good for me. Now the software this is running is Android Marshmallow, which is really nice. It's 6.0.1. Now let's move on to the main feature of this device, which is the stylus. So the stylus works very well on this device. Okay, what I'm using right now is what's called screen off memo. Basically your device can be off and you pull out your stylus and you can basically just write on the home screen and you can save it to your gallery, and it works very well. I really like that feature. So as we move on, the stylus does work great on the display. There's no issues whatsoever. You do got this pop-up option that comes up when you pull out your stylus out, and it gives you a variety of options, which is very nice, and you can customize it to your liking. So you do got Capture Plus, which I'll show you right here, and like I mentioned, using the stylus is a really enjoyable feature. Now you can also edit the stylus tip to different sizes, transparency. You can edit it to different colors, and it works really well. I really enjoyed using the stylus on the Stylo 2 here. Overall, if you're purchasing this device because of the stylus, let me say you're not going to be disappointed. It works great. I had no issues when I was using it, and it operates just the way it's supposed to. So overall, it's just a great experience using the stylus on the LG Stylo 2 here. I noticed they used it more often than using my finger to swipe through the display. So it's a great feature. Now also you got some other features with this pen detection, pen keeper, like I mentioned, screen off memo, and you're able to edit the app shortcuts when you pull out the stylus. So which is really nice, and you're not limited. You got so many options to choose from here, and it makes it just more of an enjoyable experience using the stylus with that pop-up feature there. Now also, this is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 410, which is very nice. I did a Geekbench 3, 472 single score and 1,419 multi-score. And to score this at 27,373. Now let's move on to gameplay, because a lot of us use these devices for gameplay. Let me tell you, I use this device on a multiple platform of games, and it ran great. I didn't experience any overheating issues. Didn't experience any type of lag whatsoever, and believe me, I tried to push this phone to its limits with the games that I can download off the Google Play Store. And to be honest, it ran perfectly fine. Like I mentioned, no overheating issues whatsoever. So let's move on to YouTube, because a lot of us use these devices for watching YouTube videos. And personally, watching YouTube videos on the Stylo 2 is a great experience with a big 5.7-inch display. So I should mention, if you do watch videos on YouTube and you go to quality, you're only going to be able to watch in 720p. So just keep that in mind. This is only a 720p display. And camera, because a lot of us use our devices for camera. And basically, it does have this great feature which you slide out from the corner of the screen there, and it basically gives you these options where you can share with their messaging, Gmail, which is a really neat feature, just sliding it out right there from the camera. Now, this device does have no laser autofocus, but I did test it, and it appeared to focus into the objects perfectly fine without the laser autofocus. So for me personally, wasn't an issue. I'll show you some sample shots here. Now this is a night shot, and the shot looks perfectly fine. As we move on, you got some daytime shots, which the shots look great. There's really no issues. Now this is a good 13 megapixel camera. It's not the best out there, but it's going to do what it's supposed to do, which is capture a quick memory. As we move on to front-facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel camera, and honestly it works great. I let my wife use it, and she had no issues using it whatsoever. And as we move into indoor photos, the photos are okay. It can get a little grainy with indoor photos. And moving on to video recording. Video recording is decent. It's okay. As you can see, I'm recording my little friend here, and it appears to capture the detail and image of this little guy here. So overall, multitasking works really well. Opening, closing applications. Didn't see any stutter or anything like that. So no issues there. And overall, this is a good phone. And honestly, it has some really great features. So if you're in the market and you want to spend less than $200, I say pick up the LG Stylo 2. Well, if you enjoyed the review, please hit the thumbs up button, and please subscribe for my future video of the LG Stylo 1 versus the LG Stylo 2. This is Paul Tech, and I will talk to you on the next video.